Pausing before the blast. Pausing before the blast. Pausing before the blast. And what is the blast? The blast is the 12,000th freedom celebration today. Yay! Feeling really nice, feeling good, feeling happy, feeling that little inching towards the 100,000 mark that we are moving as an organization. And we've got two wonderful souls, people from two different parts of the world joining in. Shobna from Canada and Pradeep from Bengaluru, who are amongst the last five of the people who have become free from 11,995 to 11,999. So let us introduce Shobna first, who joins us in the morning from Canada. Very quick introduction here on a short slide. She looks prettier than the slide. I just saw her online. 55 years, Ontario, Canada, manager of a call center, 14 years. Coincidentally, both of them have been having diabetes for last 14 years. We were just talking offline saying 14 saal ka vanvas is kind of moving out, and she's been on medicine only, not on insulin. Pradeep was on insulin. We'll come to Pradeep in a while. Cholesterol medicines since 10 years are kind of reducing, not immediately stopping, reducing. Interestingly, no weight loss as of now. Okay, she's kind of stable in her weight and still free of medicine. So let's welcome Shobana Raman all the way from Sat Samundar Par with a big round of applause and an arati. I love doing this nowadays. It's a clap, 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 clap with a arati also. So Shobana, thank you very much for joining in all the way. What's the time of the day right now over there?
It is right now 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And I want to thank you for having me on this show. Super excited to be able to be part of this.
Yeah. We feel really so touched by people from Sat Samundar Par. Sat Samundar Par is people who are like from US especially. Many of them joined from UK and other parts also. And they kind of, Indians, most of them are Indians. And what they come back and tell us, best part of the program, it's so Indian, You've got the yoga, you've got the Indian food, and, it's so much of fun and connection and passion and energy, all of that. So all the way over there, you've been with us for how long now? 2 months, 1 month, 1.5 months? What's the time duration or more?
Just about a month and a little bit, because I joined in the 79th batch. So that was started, I think, kicked off February 12th. I listened to your introductory session in the end of January, and I was hooked on. So I started the 79th batch, so just about over a month.
Over a month. Okay, great. So, and how is the connection in this 1 month with the entire team? Not only with me, we've got a wonderful team you already know. How has it been going in terms of your experience?
It's been an amazing journey so far. Everybody has been so phenomenally helpful. My doctor, I cannot say enough good things about her. She has been on top of my numbers because, of course, when I started, it was up and down, up and down. So
who's managing you?
Sorry?
Who's managing you?
Dr. Mrinalini.
Dr. Mrinalini Thorat, one rock star doctor of FFD. She's really top of all the numbers of all the participants, and she kind of proactively gets in touch. Superb. So nice to know that. Great. Who else is in touch with you, and how has it been going?
So first, continue about Dr. Mrinalini. Whenever I message her, middle of the night, whatever, because at 9 o'clock sometimes when I do my PP3 and the numbers are a little bit not what I'm looking for, I'll be shooting a message to her right away, and it's probably whatever time for her, but she'll come back and respond, and she'll say, Shobna, don't worry, it's all good. It's all good. Or do this, do that. So proactive. And my dietitian she's done a fantastic job too. She sends me the PDF. And then again, I have a lot of questions. I always ask a lot of questions, whether it's exercise or diet, or I want to know what I'm doing. So I have a lot of questions, and she always comes back with answers. Ma'am, this will happen. This will help. This will do this. And I'm like, okay, I'm relieved. Same with my exercise expert. So I have an amazing team.
Wow. So no wonder 14 years of diabetes tablets have gone away in a short while. So how has been the journey of the 14 years broadly, shortly? I mean, in terms of the diabetic journey, very quickly, if you want to just share with everyone, family history or, related data, which participants may
Yeah,
be looking forward to just kind of grasping and, understanding.
absolutely. So I started my diabetes journey 14 years back. Not a very pleasant journey because when I was first diagnosed, of course, metformin is the go-to medicine. So he put me on that. And then I tried to do whatever I could, exercise. I always religiously walk 40, 45 minutes. So I did all that in the hopes that it'll come down. No, it didn't. It just kept going up and up and up. So my dosage kept from 1 to 2, 2 to 4. So it was not a very pleasant journey. More than the medicine, I found that it was affecting my mood. I was always kind of like not a happy camper. And it was taking an effect on my family too, because obviously you're not in a good mood because your numbers are not good. Used to be tired out too. So that was my journey of the past. The journey in the past 1 month, amazing. What a fantastic change in my own personality. I feel so energized. And I feel that, like my husband says to me, 50 साल के बाद हमने कैसे खाना है वो सीखा है.
Oh.
So really impressed with the program. Very, very happy. I want to continue this for the rest of my life, not just for the year. It is a little bit of a challenge with the sweets because I'm a sweet tooth person.
Well, we're gonna give you a lot of sweets. Just wait for 3 months and 6 months timelines to get over. You're just a beginner.
I'm okay. My cravings have gone down. I do not crave. I can have a plate of jalebi sitting in front of me and I can take a look at it, meet it in the eye and turn my eyes away. Not a problem now.
So nice.
That's a big improvement for me too.
That's we call as the epigenetic change. Around the taste buds, something happens within 72 hours. Continuously, it's happening, and based on the older pattern, we create those kind of energies and newer patterns. They start breaking the older patterns, and new patterns get created. So that's really nice. So I just want to take a quick pause over here. Is in 14 years. It's like 350 days into 14. I want to calculate it. Let's say 700 days is 2 multiplied by 700 multiplied by 7, so 49. So almost 5,000 days, okay? 5,000 days approximately, you've been a diabetic, 5,000 days approximately, okay? Out of those many days, how many days have you walked out of 5,000 days approximately? 40, 45?
4,992.
Oh my God. No, that's some shocking data for people to digest because traditionally all diabetics are told, walk, 45-minute walk, keep it under control. And here we have some crazy data of somebody who is like 99.8% out there walking diligently like a good student who follows the guidance and not getting rid of the tablet, but something boom happens in a month's time.
Correct.
And becomes a part of the caravan which touches the 12,000 mark. So now you're an intelligent person, you're an educated person, you are a curious person who's asking questions as to why should I do that, why should I do that, and all that to the doctor, diet expert, exercise expert. So I'm curious about what do you think has shifted inside your body within a month, little bit more than a month, which has created the shift which couldn't happen with, regular walking and all the, I'm sure, recommendation you followed for 14 years, because this is like very, very powerful data. What is your analysis?
I honestly think I was not eating right. We're thinking a lot of it is in our head because we think rice is more carb and roti is less carb. So we shifted from rice to roti, doesn't help. It's the same carb. And also detoxifying, making the diet alkaline, lot of salad. Hum log salad khate hain, to what? We have 2 pieces of cucumber, 2 pieces of tomatoes kha liya, that's the salad. But right now, salad is a main meal. It's a good portion of my meal. So I think somewhere that has helped. And the other thing is the exercise. The walking really doesn't cut it. I think it's the anti-gravity exercise, because I see it boom, drop in my numbers when I do anti-gravity exercise. It's like all of a sudden the numbers just melt away. So those are the two things. And the most important thing is shift in the mind, because as a diabetic, being for 14 years, you kind of accept, okay, this is what is going to happen for the rest of your life. You have to take metformin, maybe move on to insulin when you cannot walk as you grow older, whatever. So that shift has happened in the mind, and that's just phenomenal. That's amazing.
Wow. Have you also been doing Surya Namaskaras?
Yes. I've been doing only chair.
Only chair. But have you hit 24?
No, I've done 16.
You've done 16, which is good. Which is good. So here is something that India and the world wants to know: what has happened in 14 years, despite walking so many days, the shift. You have analyzed at your level. Two bit from my end, which is very important for people to register, recognize, is the sudden shift in insulin resistance at a medical level inside the body. Shobna did mention to us that, alkalization of the body, detoxifying of the body has happened. I'm sure the smoothie is happening, the salads are increased, but it's just not that. It's a big surprise in the end. I mean, rice roti, fair enough. And I'm curious about that, just to kind of put things in context. Did you actually think for whatever 45, 50 years that roti is less carbs than rice? Did you actually think that?
Somewhere in my head, I thought, because we are really South Indian, so rice all the time.
Okay, fair enough. It's okay. It's okay to know that we were misinformed by ourselves or by whatever we've read. It's okay, because this can be a very common misconception that many people who are South Indians would be saying, okay, rice is damaging us, let's shift to roti and it'll protect us. And again, 2, 3, 5, 6 years go by. Guys, wake up. We've got real data, real person. Staying in Canada for how many years now, Shobna?
Sorry?
Staying in Canada for how many years?
21 years.
Oh my God. So that's a long time staying over there, carrying this dreaded disease for 14 years and getting off it. It's just the beginning. It's not the end game. You know it very, very well. It's just one of the platforms on the long journey ahead. Reversal is for life. Health is for life. Freedom is for life. Transformation is for life. And I love your commitment and curiosity, Shobna, with which you're approaching the whole thing. We'll come back to you in a short while. Let's bring in Pradeep from Bangalore, who's also been suffering for 14 years, for a few more minutes. And then maybe I'll take up a few questions jointly between both of you. But whatever you shared was, I'm sure, wonderful. And people are going to love kind of chewing on this 4,992 days, which you mentioned today. All right. So tech team, let's welcome Pradeep on the call right away. Pradeep A G, to be specific, 43 years young, working as a consultant in the IT industry. Again, 14 years journey, out of which insulin is almost for 8 years. And I'm sure he's a happy boy with insulin stopping in 8 days. So we're going to be discovering with him, what is it that has shifted in 8 days? Okay, that's maybe 8, 10 days. I don't know exactly. We'll talk with him and understand that I shifted the insulin of 8 years. Medicines are since 2008. No cholesterol tablets, little weight loss, not big. 1.5 kg, which is expected in 2 weeks or so for those who are overweight. Great. So, Pradeep, welcome on the show, and let me welcome with my signature clap aarti.
Thank you,
I really
Doctor.
feel very happy connecting with you. Yeah. A lot of people come and meet us. People have come all the way from Bangalore to Pune just to meet us and say thank you. Just say thank you, for all the wonderful changes that have happened. And it feels so blessed to kind of connect with this particular city. I'll tell you the reason being, Bangalore has attracted the maximum FFD followers in the entire world in the last 2 years when COVID has struck. So I'm happy that you've joined. I'm happy that you've got results. And my first question to you is going to be, what happened in 8, 9 days, 10 days, according to you, which has stopped your insulin, which you were taking for almost 8 years?
So, first of all, doctor, I would like to thank you and my doctor and my dietitian and my exercise coach. So, altogether, it's a very good team, and with the efforts of my doctor Mrulalini
Okay.
and diet
Yours is
coach,
also Dr. Mrinalini only, okay? So the public
yeah,
demand is going to increase for Mrinalini.
yeah, and this one dietitian Pooja Venkatesh, she has given me a beautiful diet chart. So I strictly following that particular diet chart, what is given by FFD team, and I'm sure that only that diet chart and the exercise. Mainly, when I talk about exercise, the nitric oxide dump and the anti-gravity exercise are more working for me because I see a lot of changes after doing the exercise, nitric oxide dump and all. So I think that made me to stop the insulin. So my doctor is helping in like many ways, like to stop medicines also. So before joining FFD, I used to take 35 units of insulin
Oh.
and 3 tablets per day. So now everything is stopped. So I'm on one tablet now. So hopefully I'll stop that as soon as possible. And now I think I joined in 80 batch. I joined on March 3rd. It is my like 12th or 13th day. That's it.
Wow.
So I have seen a drastic.
Amazing. Have you ever seen a balloon deflate itself? You must have seen it, right? A balloon goes bzzz.
Yeah.
You've seen it, right?
Yeah. Because,
Whenever these guys, yeah.
Everything like all the credit goes to you because of this structured program. What I say.
Yeah,
because
absolutely. Look,
everything is there.
It's 9 years. It's not suddenly it's got manufactured. You know, nitric oxide dump is nowhere in diabetes literature also. If you look at traditional, there are big books on diabetes management. There's no mention of nitric oxide dump anywhere as such. Stair climbing, fleeting reference in some corner somewhere. And I really want all the diabetologists, endocrinologists across the world to get fired up because every day they see 50, 100 patients who are suffering from diabetes, that they write these two simple exercises, stair climbing and nitric oxide dump, back to back, one after the other, because they really kind of pull the sugars into the cells. The technical part is they pull the sugars into the cells without the need of insulin at times. That's the speed with which they pull it into the cells, okay? And that gives rest to the pancreas because the pancreas tends to fight a hard battle when the sugars remain above 140 by secreting more and more insulin. And that itself, it creates a lot of changes in the system, which I'm not going to go into all the details right now. But I'm so happy that you have recognized and you understood that these two things which are against gravity, like walking is with gravity, which came up with Shobna also, and this against gravity, slowly you understand, that real exercise is against gravity. With gravity, yeah, it is a certain form, but it doesn't give you that kind of results. Asli vyayam, I always say in Hindi, asli vyayam Gurutvaakarshan ke virodha. The real exercise is against the gravity, okay? With gravity, it's a little bit of a time pass. I kind of play around with that. Not that it's exactly time pass, but just to kind of get people out of that mode because they get so attached to that. That's one very, very crucial part. And when I was talking of the balloon deflating, you may not realize it. 35 units of insulin is all that an adult actually needs. Between 30 to 40 units of insulin is what a human adult needs in the entire day. You are taking the entire quota from outside.
Yeah.
Now, if it's going away in 8 days, there's something that you are doing right. And what you're doing right is you are already secreting that insulin. It's not that, it's not just the magic of FFD. There's something right happening in nature inside our body. You are secreting 30, 35 units. Plus, you are taking 30, 35 units from outside. Your total dose of insulin was actually 70 units or 80 units. And because the balloon has deflated, the resistance has dropped suddenly. It could be because of the dietary pattern. And I always talk of IGF and age. coming from dairy first, insulin-like growth factor and advanced glycogen products. Remove them, and you'll have a certain category of early responders. Will suddenly the balloon will deflate. That swelling which is there inside the body, internally at the cellular level, suddenly it starts coming down, and the same receptors are responding to the insulin which you are secreting from the body, those 30-35 minutes, and slowly they feel we don't need that outside insulin.
Yeah.
This is what is happening technically, medically inside, which is not known by everyone. I wish all this knowledge reaches everyone sooner. This way of celebrating 12,000 participants is to also highlight that, so that people got more and more excited and take interest at a family level. Not only diabetes, but also obesity and other things, because they all have insulin resistance in common. My aim is to educate the world on insulin resistance, all families, so that they get fired up. And when cases like you happen, that 8 days, 8 years of insulin got suffering gone, yeah, pricking every day gone. I mean, how has been the journey from 2014 emotionally, physical, 2008 emotionally, physically as a diabetic, labeled as a diabetic and all that? How has it been?
No, it was not pleasant, doctor. I was tired for small things, and I used to get irritated for small things in family. And work-wise also have a hectic pressure, because last year I had a lot of hectic work pressure of the nature of work. So altogether, the total 14 years, I think I lost that 14 years of enjoyment altogether. So everything now I'm feeling like I'm regenerated, and I'm getting a confidence that I can do. And what I say, before 1 week, I was in a confusion to start the FFD journey, whether it can be possible from me, because I used to very lazy, and I used to sleep in midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. kind of thing, and I used to wake up around at 9:30, because my office starts at 12:30 and it will end at 11 p.m. in Indian time. So because of all those things, I had a doubt in myself that whether it is possible from my end. Then finally one day, I was watching Dr. B.M. Hegde's video. I'm a follower of Dr. B.M. Hegde. So one day I was watching, and in that video, Dr. Hegde was mentioned your name, that my friend is doing a good job. Then I started checking about your FFD programs in YouTube and internet. Then finally I decided, yes, something I have to do now, because if I lose now, then it would be difficult for me if I reach 50 plus and all. So then I decided immediately, and I joined this batch, and because I requested your team just to join me directly. Even I don't want to waste my 1 week to attend that first online session. I wanted to join directly, but team told that no, you have to attend the first session. Then only you can get an admission to this program. So this whole thing, now I'm thinking that I made a beautiful decision of my life, and I'm feeling regenerated, and I'm enjoying now. In my family also, everyone noticed a lot of changes in me.
In Hindi, there's one sentence I want to share it right now with you and Shobna. Shobna, let's get Shobna also on the call now. Let three of us have a little bit of fun with all those who are there. And in Hindi, the dialogue is, Abhi picture baki hai. Abhi picture baki hai. We have had a lot of soul searching in the last 1 month. 9 years we are doing this work. Thousands of people are free. Why are we doing it? And somebody told us you should go through Simon Sinek's golden circles. Many companies know what they do. We've got a IRP, which is now rechristened as Holistic Transformation Program from 81st batch. That's what we do, right? How you do it, we know now. It's about correct education. It's about comprehensive support. And it's about constant inspiration. So how we knew. But why was a question which was bothering me. And I was just backtracking. So I actually spent maybe 20 hours cumulatively, out of which 12 hours with a group of people and 8 hours by myself, as to what is the why of FFD. And it got summarized. I'll kind of cut the long story short, because this connects with what both of you are going through and everybody will go through. And it's summarized in 4 simple words. Regain health. Full stop. Enjoy freedom. That's the why. While doing medicine, MBBS, post-MBBS, all the learnings with hospitals, it's only tablet. Tablet don't give health. Tablet don't give health. Only diet gives to some degree. Only exercise some degree. Emotions to some degree. But we are an integrated human being. We need to kind of reintegrate ourselves, and that's why the whole thing has happened. So it's so nice to see you all talk of that language. Both of your tiredness levels have gone down.
Yeah.
Okay, you within 10, 12 days you're experiencing, for you in one month, which has been there. Irritation. Look, it's very common when your sugars are high and when your insulin is high, it actually puts up pressure on your sympathetic nervous system and also your central nervous system. It is documented. It does create, there are many people who go through even anxiety and irritation because of high sugars, not only seeing the numbers, even if they have not seen the numbers, they suddenly discover their sugar was 300, 350, and they were going through a bout of anxiety before that, or a lot of irritation before that. It has a big impact on all of us. So I'm very happy to know and learn that again. It's not that I don't know it, but it's about relearning it, reconnecting with it, that both of you are experiencing those changes. So good, yeah. I'm so happy. One in Canada, one in Bangalore. We are celebrating 12,000 people free. I think before we kind of close, both of you are here. Any parting messages, if you wish to give to those who are watching you, do share that as words of wisdom for them. Shobna, maybe we can go in first.
I do want to say to everybody, take the step. If you are a diabetic, do not wait. Do not wait to see, I'm going to wait for a few more months. I'm going to see one more year. No, take it. Reversal is probably a lot easier when you nip it in the bud, when you start earlier, rather than wait for 14 years. With me, I didn't know about this program. Just like Pradeep, I happened to see Dr. Hegde.
Oh, wow.
And because I'm big on natural stuff, and I like Dr. Hegde, Dr. Oz, all those natural people. So I was very much impressed with what he said. So then I started looking up, and then at that time, your introduction session was coming on. So I signed up.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's the best decision I've made in my life. Not a minute of regret, like fantastic overall. Everything is great. Cannot thank you enough, doctor. You're doing a fantastic job. I mean, the country and all the world definitely benefits from your help and knowledge. I just want you to continue to do whatever you're doing.
I'm having fun. I'm really having fun. A lot of deep fun. Maybe of lifetimes, I'm having my fun in this one lifetime. Seriously, I always feel that. Thank you very much for your blessings and good wishes. Pradeep, anything you want to share with the audience?
Yeah, better late than never. So for all diabetics, what I say is take the good decision of your life and do follow the protocols of FFD and get a freedom from diabetes. And one thing I would like to say to you, doctor, the compassion with which you treat the patient is more effective than any medicine in the world. And the energy, what you transform is, right, that is brilliant. So it will really, because when I do the morning exercise, I never feel that you teach this one, right? To put two hands together. That time I'm really feeling a magnetic effects in my hand, which I never noticed in my entire life.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing. So for all diabetic patients, I would like to say, take the good decision of your life. Don't wait. Okay, money you can earn anytime in your life, but health is really an important thing. So gain the health. So I promised my Dr. Mrinalini also this whole year, because my work is fully hectic work, because I work in a data center. So sometimes I'll travel a lot, and maintaining all these diets and all, it's difficult. So I promised my doctor that this whole year I dedicated to my health, and then next year I'll look for my position and all. So I promised my doctor. So for all diabetics,
you'll get more positions, more promotion. I'm telling you, once your energy levels rise, business owners tell us when their health has improved, their creativity has improved, decision making has improved, and in fact, it's affected the numbers also. So good wishes for that also to you, Pradeep, and Dr. B. A. Megreji, Padma Vibhushan, wherever he is, this soul will be really blessed, because from his heart, genuinely, he's just shared whatever he has shared. Yes, Shobna, I want to share something.
I do want to add one thing. I completely second what Pradeep ji has said. When you start the exercise with Desh Bhar, Dunya Bhar, you're actually transferring the energy. It's night for us because it's mostly morning in an Indian time, but I'm ready to sleep, but I'm so energized and I'm like, I want to do all these exercises now. Of course, I can't do it, but that transfer of energy is just fantastic.
Wow. And I just interacted with some of the new people who have joined in today. And I told them, we actually have a formula for human transformation. Okay. It is connected with transfer of energy because our fifth value, look, our first value is be an expert, then take genuine care, then be a speedy problem solver. We've got a very clear set of values. Be integrated, be one at FFD. And main value, which we have unique, we feel, is transferring your energy for their goal achievement. We actually have a documented value on that and a frame on that inside the office. We can share it with you. And we find that that's very, very crucial for transformation because transformation is all about loving attention, incisive direction, and relevant support. 3 simple things. We always train our people for that. Loving attention, incisive direction, and relevant support. And it's all about just being a flute, an empty flute. The more the flute is empty, the better the music flows out of you. So I love doing this work. And I want to thank this small camera because in the last 2 years, because of this small camera, we've been able to reach out to almost many thousand people. And we've got 7,500 people plus free in the last 2 years itself, when I have not been able to take any session. And I've become more aware of transfer of energy from people like you all who are like so far away. There are people who say live ke liye kuch bhi karega, means they love to come live for the session. They say because live something is going to happen which otherwise in just recorded 2-minute, 5-minute will not happen. So I have also started becoming more addicted to all these live sessions with you all. As the transfer happens, I also receive a lot of energy and it's mutual stuff that goes on. So nice. Pradeep, your hand also up. Anything?
Yeah,
go ahead.
For all diabetic patients who are watching this video, I would like to say one thing. I made a mistake of my life because I watched your one stage show video before 8 or 9 years, I guess, where exactly I remember that you are explaining the sucrose is having less glucose, like in the fruits. In the stage show, you checked your sugar in one hand and you take some fruit juice and again you check the sugar. I watched that video on YouTube or somewhere, I don't know, I forgot. But after that, really, I did not gone through much, and also I did not had much time with all my career. I did not had time to join the program and did not had time to watch all those things. Mainly, I did not concentrate on my health at that point of time. But within this 8 days, the results are pouring on me. So for all who are watching this, I'm telling that please take care of your health and do the best in your life. Thank you.
Yeah. Many people like you all who are in the 40s to 60s, who are in a way in the prime of their working life, in terms of their creativity, energy, emotion, joy of life, and enjoying work also, enjoying family life, enjoying with kids. Everything is getting kind of compromised because of whatever comes along with this problem. So maybe all kind of inspire, maybe both of you really inspire all of them. And those who are keen kind of take the step and join the Discover Reversal session, join the Holistic Transformation Program and benefit long term. Those who can't for any reason, there are enough free videos. I think it's a big repository of information, scientific explanation videos on YouTube. You will benefit from each one of them because we try to make it action-packed, entertaining, and full of useful information, which is immediately implementable that can benefit from. So whichever way you feel it right. Of course, I would always say because you need the proper support for a year to be together, but people have their own mind and they want to think in their own way. So it's up to you. So thank you, both of you, for joining in this small online sharing on the 12,000 celebrations. And it's still the beginning part. There's a lot more in phase 2. cleansing, then there's going to be muscle building, there's going to be a churning an athlete out of both of you, sustaining a reversal, and if possible, even GTT, glucose tolerance test. Let's see what all you are game for, your body aligns, your family supports, and everything moves. So thanks once again for joining in, and wish you really well. Wish you a lovely journey with us going further. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.